So, and the counterpart of that, what does a woman for the streets look like?
I'm not starting that one. I'm not answering that one.
I can do it. If y'all need it.
Y'all need it. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Let me shoot this 3. All right, let me get that 3 in. I would say, probably a woman for the streets. I feel like she's just somebody that's, I won't say for everybody. I would say she's easy to entertain. That's what I would say.
She ain't always gotta be like for everybody.
Easy to entertain. That's for everybody. That's for everybody.
You see,
she
attention seeker. I would say easily influenced. Because
that's kind of like,
I feel like a lot of takes are like thrown on social media, and if you're easily conforming to mob mentality, that's an instant red flag. It's like
that's one of my biggest. That's one of my biggest turn-offs.
Because I'm gonna steer a little bit off like the question a little bit. Even dudes that are like into like the red pill stuff, it's like I might agree with some stuff. Some stuff I'm like,
nah. A lot of stuff is like, bro, you gotta calm down.
You're doing too much.
Yeah, but being overly invested in social media or like having your opinion swayed so easily or following
believe in everything you see too,
like following celebrities to a T. No.
Now you shouldn't know where he lives at.
Skedaddle.
You shouldn't know where you're talking about stalker. That's a stalker.
No,
it's girls and guys out there that do it. Trust me, it is.
Nada. No me gusta.
But yeah, I would say that would probably be something I peep. Like you said, social media. Somebody that's always trying to be a social media guru. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like you have to express yourself some way because that's some people's way of reflection. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of our reflection,
right?
But like that's how some people see their reflection. They wanna be on social media. The only problem with that is they become fixated, and that's when it becomes a problem.
That's who they are. That person on social media instead of the person in real life,
and they're not living a real life. You know what I mean? At that point, they're not really living a life of growth or anything because they're so fixated on a like, a laugh, a comment on what guy's gonna like their picture.
Like you at dinner, right? And they supposed to be at dinner with you, but they on social media trying to check all the likes and comments.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo,
and you ain't even in the pic that she just posted.
What we doing?
the plate that you might be paying for that date, and you ain't even in the pic.
Crazy thing is,
it's the plate
like that too, though.
Them niggas is
women.
That's what
I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying.
Not just women.
They females too though. I'm sorry. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but like
you're not capping though.
Any guy that's too obsessed with like his looks, and I'm not talking about like physique or physical fitness or you skin.
But that even becomes a problem in certain. That becomes a problem too.
You're doing it for other people.
Yeah.
You trying to like show everything for other people, and it's like, and I guess what's it called when you need somebody to like reaffirm approval? You need that approval from other people, and it's like, bro, like calm down, like and like it go both ways. It ain't just a man or woman thing. Like it's just that's the age we living in now.
Yeah.
And people rather be, up in these likes and the comments and all of that instead of like living in the moment. So
what y'all think about that question? Y'all want to go over it or y'all want to?
Let's go. This is a good one. I want
a woman. Get some haters. A woman for the streets. What does that look like to you? Like a woman that you like, red flag. I'm going the other way. I told y'all mine. I need to hear y'all's. What's making you be like, all right, I'm good? And it might take getting to know him.
I got one.
It might take
somebody
getting to know him.
Like real possessive. Like, and I'm not talking about possessive like y'all together. Like she like that's my man. Y'all together. And y'all out and some girl in your face and she like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like I like that. I do. Like you might punch somebody for me. I fuck with that. I'm talking about like where it's like they need to follow your location all the time. And I'm not talking about like you traveling. Traveling different. Yeah. You might get kidnapped overseas. But everything happening right now, you might get kidnapped. You gonna be over there. You're going on a beach trip with the boys. We ain't going nowhere but AC or OC. We going on the beach trip with the boys.
Like, why are you blowing me up?
Like, you asking where I'm at.
You know where I'm at. Why are you calling me?
I'm at the beach. You know where I'm at.
You think I'm at?
I say I'm the outlier, bro.
Really?
The location?
You like
it's not that I crazy chicks. It's not that I like it. It's just like yeah, just like know where I'm at. Like yeah.
No. But the thing, all right, let me clarify. There's nothing wrong if she be like, hey, like, let me know when you get there. Or if she texts you in 2 hours and be like, hey, did you make it there safe? There's nothing wrong with that. I ain't saying nothing like about that. Or how was your day? In the middle of the day, she just check on you. I'm talking about like
overly doing
it, or like will pop up on you at work, like just because she like, why you pick up an extra shift? I got bills. Like
that's crazy.
Like yo, like
you need to calm down.
So and now sometimes it's not even your fault. It might be like the last guy that did something or was cheating or messing around.
That's a lot of that.
Or just lying to her and mess that up for her. But I'm talking about like y'all really just like you think everything on a cool and straight, and then you start seeing little signs of like like you. And ain't nothing wrong with clingy. I don't even think clingy is a bad word because like I like somebody that's on me. Like physical touch is one of my love languages. Like even in public, I'm not gonna say we drawing and making like certain levels. Like my hand in your back pocket when we walking. Like
back pocket. Okay.
Like my hand.
That's different.
Give me.
I don't think I heard that.
Like ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I might see you like you looking at something on the lower shelf in the store. Like I'm just saying, like, but like that's my playful side too. But I'm just saying, like, when they go overboard and like you like worry, like yo, like why?
So over maintenance.
Nah, it's like you borderline kind of stalker and like
psychotically
about
acting crazy, like yo, pull up on you. Who you with? Like one of them jokes.
I laugh at something on my phone and you like yo, like like what's so funny?
See that.
Like that's too much. Like
or you tell her ahead of time you going with the boys and you say, oh, you gonna hang with your boyfriends. Oh, who you?
That's another one I hate though. The boyfriend. Too much. Oh well, yeah.
I'll be like ready to go with your friends.
Right. But like, once a girl becomes dependent and like she starts like really,
I think that's
what the word.
That's what I was looking for.
Because once they become dependent on like you, like they stop. You know how it is. Like when you first get into something, people start to like hang out more, and then you start to sift away from your friends a little bit. I feel like women do it a little bit more than men, and that's her opinion. Sometimes. That's her opinion.
When it first starts,
where they like pushing her friends off to the side a little bit to spend more time with you.
I do the same thing though. I'm like, fuck them niggas. I'm laid the fuck up the whole time. I'm like, oh, I'm in the gym. Text my nigga. I'm in the gym right now, bro.
Laid the fuck up. Laid up, cuddle. But the dependency, like when it becomes like you're her only friend type time, and that's when you start seeing that kind of stuff, like possessive, like kind of stuff, like who messaging you, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Then you gotta show them like, yo,
it's just literally somebody. But nobody. It's not a lot of people that are now.
Shit like that. It's just like I don't know. Excuse my language though, but like.
Speak up when you say it too.
It's like, go on, say what your chest.
It's like I don't know the females that, or it goes men too that are always just like yo, like what are you doing like 24/7? Oh, let me see this. Or like oh, who you texting? Like
that's an insecurity.
Yeah, that's just insecurity.
That's an insecurity. But you know, and that could come off with this question from this like insecurity is pretty much grown from past shit. You know what I mean? That could be in so many different forms. That could be family. That don't even have to be a girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's in our perspective. Like it don't have to always be a girl that made you insecure about certain stuff and like overprotective or over. Sometimes you grow up having to be overprotective. You know what I mean? Yeah, so a girl might think you're doing too much when you just acting like how you act. Like your personality is a little protective. You care a little bit too much. You want to make sure everybody good. You know what I mean? And some girls don't like that. Some girls think you crazy because you do too much.
I feel like it's like for me, like I don't start tripping or I wouldn't be like, yo, like what's that until you give me a reason.
Right.
Like, once you give me a reason to be like, yo, like, fuck, like you catch something. Yeah,
that was weird.
Yeah, that messed your mind up for the rest of the night.
Yeah, you start thinking. That's when,
and when the cascades start, that's when that joint all start hitting you. So when she didn't come home, now you start to get crazy, and now you start to lose it.
Like that's where I fall. Like, bro, don't give me room to think. Once I start thinking, it's over.
Yeah. Now you panicking, you
sweating. Hold on. How about this?
What?
How difficult is it for you to ask, like, what's going on, and believe it though?
I think in that instance though, when you do ask, everybody gonna be scared to ask. That's women and men. Like when I don't want to know, but when I feel a need to ask, and you tell me, I don't know. It depends on how much you trust the person. But after you see something, you lose all trust once. It's a one time thing. Like you might say, I saw her texting a guy, or I saw her texting a guy. It's okay. But that is always gonna be in the back of your head. Like, yo, she was texting this guy, but what was she talking about? Oh, that joint was on Snapchat. The comments erased. Like now you starting to fester in every single idea that you can. You picking and prodding at everything.
You start building a RICO case.
And you cook.
That's where it gets. That's where it gets.
It's over.
That's where it gets critical. Because then it's like you keep it to yourself.
It's over with.
This
I would rather just not know.
This connected to that. That happened.
And then when it gets to the ceiling, you just explode. And she had no idea this going on in your head.
Bro,
It's bad.
Do you even ask
Everybody
that
guilty. Everybody.
My mom knew. Your mom knew. Your mom was even there.
Oh my God. Nah,
That's
man.
crazy.
But that's how a man's mind is. Like I think we talked about it last pod.
Yeah.
We said that a man typically gets more jealous than women. Women will see stuff, and that's where it comes from. But when a woman sees something, they can kind of be upset, and I feel like I won't say they get over it, but they kind of like can like deal with it and just move on.
No, I think they able to also talk about it more. Like, I think I said that last time. Like that's why I asked, like, how difficult is it for you to speak up and say something and address it, and then actually believe that shit? Because like I've been through some things, and like I like crazy women. I ain't gonna lie.
What would you? Oh, you got it.
So it's like no. But I know that ain't for me though, because I'm not crazy, like a little bit. But I like, but that's like part of me. Like I know myself, so it's like I think that's like something I do need. Like you say, like spontaneity. I need a little bit of an edge.
Opposite attracts.
Like an edge. No,
I
I can't do two opposite because I did that. And
oof.
but like a little bit of an edge though.
Yeah.
Because that's like what I need to bounce off of me. Because I'm really like a chill person. I don't like do too much. But like if I get a little like in my head about something, I need you to calm me down and tell me like, yo, chill the fuck out. Like you good. Like I got you. Like we ain't got to worry about
in that instance, do you need more of a stern woman?
But a part of that sternness is the edge, because if you ain't got the edge, you might not feel okay stepping up to the plate. So it's putting me in my place, kind of like a mix, like a little bit of this and that, like a yin and a yang.
But you don't even know somebody that until they put in the situation.
Nah, I can see it in the eyes.
Right away though, or does it
not
take
right
time
away?
to really?
When you get to know,
when you gotta get to know,
you gotta get somebody.
You gotta psychoanalyze a little bit.
That's a good word.
Won't show up right away.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to ask the right questions.
I'm very observant. Like I might
it might be all our qualities,
and then a whole months, years go by, something that trigger me. Oh yeah, I remember you said something.
You knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It'd be funny because I don't feel like women think we remember certain details,
bro.
Oh, I remember everything. When I know it's making me mad.
Yo, when you bring something up, they be like, damn.
Remember that?
Yeah, you have going to that one
because it hit deeper. I'm telling you, it's like getting stabbed in the chest, and they just keep pushing that joint deeper.
All right, so like another like quick like subject change. Like when we get hurt, like you said, like do you feel like that sting more, and that's why I last?
Yes.
It's like that shit hurt you.
That joint don't turn into a stain, bro. That joint start bleeding.
And all right,
slowly.
All right. How about this? Do you feel like the worst hurt too is when they say something? It's not the action. It's like when they say something about your character, or like they say something, and I'm not talking about like you messed up and they questioning you. I'm talking about is like it might. I don't know. It's like, bro, it'd be that one thing she's saying. It's like, damn, like that's how you feel about me.
Damn. You saying like that opinion, like that one joint that like she knows it's gonna hit you in the ribs a little hard.
No, and sometimes she don't know. She just joking around, and then you like, damn,
I know.
And then you like
that little
and you don't, like you said, like you wasn't
even intentional.
You're not even thinking about like anything, like it's not serious.
Yeah,
but it'd be like, damn, like got me.
I feel like y'all can disagree, but I feel like from what I've observed, and I feel like I'm just saying it. I feel like women are definitely more emotional than men.
Yeah.
On some planes. And I feel like because they're more emotional, they can be more creative with their words or their insults. And they might just be playing around. They might not realize we kind of like, wait a minute. There's a little bit of truth in there. like, why are you throwing haymakers all of a sudden?
I think it's like, I think our emotions will rise faster. I think we go from 1 to 10. Like when we mad, like it's like we so mad, we the opposite of mad. Like, I gotta stay calm because I'm so mad.
That's crazy.
But bro, like we all know, I'm sure we all got a little bit of anger where it's like,
oh yeah,
somebody did something to upset you, and you like, yo, I just got walk.
But I feel like as men, we're often shown, not necessarily shown, but we observe that we need to like compress that a little bit, and I feel like that's why sometimes you might go 0 to 100
because you keep. It's like
somebody hold it in.
Because but we taught too also to like repress that. Like don't speak out of turn or don't say like something mean. But it's like sometimes I gotta get that off my chest.
Yes sir.
And no, I ain't trying to be mean. It's just I gotta word it the right way. And I think like you said, like a woman could do that same thing. So I don't know if it's like an emotional thing or they just got the vocabulary to hit us where it hurt. I think that's
a little bit of both because
they got the vocabulary.
I've experienced some interesting insults. I'm kind of like, ow, that kind
of hurt. You go home and think about it.
They gonna go deep. They gonna go.
That's what they gonna do too.
They
gonna win that argument. And what they say that you never win an argument.
I feel like it's worse too because it's like we joke and we be playing around, but they mean. I feel like they mean. They play it off as jokey, but
that just serious.
Nah,
he was waiting to say that.
Yeah, you might he like, yeah, that's why someone. I'm like, oh, I was just playing. I don't think you just played.
Yo, you was serious.
Yeah.
Remember that time when you did this? Yeah, that wasn't that funny. You was laughing your ass off.
So you was faking it?
I'm not even funny no more. Like what? Like,
now you're gonna be side eye every time you tell a joke. Like she gonna use this against me now. Like
now I ain't telling no more jokes. Now I'm just Mr. Silent.
No, you can't go out like that.
I resign as comedian.
All right, we got one more question, y'all. Y'all ready for this now? Why do men feel it's difficult to be emotionally available?
I feel like there's multiple different aspects of this. I think in this modern day and age, a lot of it can be seeing experiences on social media. I feel like a lot of people don't realize social media is a highlight reel. Something very bad is going to trend, be viral. Someone's going to see what happened to some dude, and that's probably like an anomaly. They're gonna think, oh my gosh, all women are like this, and that's gonna like control the way they think. And I think this is exactly why I say, I'm going back to the other question, why I want somebody who is not willing to conform to my mentality of social media, because like I think it's very easy for people to have their thoughts on men, to have their thoughts on women swayed due to bad things that have happened to people on social media. And there are also just very good people in the world as well.
Yeah.
That's just one aspect though. There's other areas.
Very well put, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who next? You want me to clear it up?
Do it. Let it rip.
Clear it up. So what do I think? I gotta read the question again. I'm sorry.
I forgot the
question. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I was locked in. That's why I was good to talk. I was locked in.
Yeah.
Why do men feel it's difficult to be emotionally available? And I would say, men don't like to feel vulnerable. We don't like to feel like somebody got something up on us. So that would be my answer to that. I would say vulnerability is not something that men are comfortable with. We don't like knowing somebody know our weakness. We don't like knowing that somebody can outdo us in some way.
Nope.
So it depends what we're talking about exactly, but I think it's developed over time. You become emotionally unavailable in a sense where you're like, you just tired of something. And that can be a relationship, that can be in life, that can be your job, that can be anything. But it's just something that I feel like we're so used to just going in that big circle from the beginning that, and we're wired to do that. Like we're wired to be providers, or wired to care.
Keep moving forward.
Yeah. And if something knocks you down, you're supposed to be like, all right, I'm good. Right. I can't cry. I gotta keep going. You know what I mean? Really, I grew up and I was told that I'm not allowed to cry at funerals and stuff.
Damn,
so like It's
Man.
just something that you grow up kind of like emotionally holding in.
If you can't cry at a funeral, where are you supposed to cry? That's
Well,
crazy, bro.
You know what we do? We put glasses on, put shades on. So it's not like you ain't crying. It's just hitting. Now people gonna see that go down your face when you got them shades on. If you ever notice, if you go to funerals, and it's sad that we have to, but like when you go to that funeral, you notice every black man in that thing got glasses on. Got the glasses on. They don't even wear. You ain't never seen him wear glasses in his entire life. He got glasses on. No, they ain't cap. You know you've been there. You was like, yo, Uncle Tommy got the glasses.
You got the Ray-Bans on.
And this George fresh too. You be like, they back to six. They back to six. But no, like, and that's like what I feel like is where we're building that emotional unavailability. Vulnerability is the biggest thing from that, and we don't like feeling that. Women can make you feel that way. Family can make you feel that way. And maybe the family is the reason you started feeling that way. And that's what we have to learn as we growing. Like we gotta figure out how to get under that, get out of that. Because even in relationships, you get a little emotionally unavailable at times. And you can be with somebody 10 years, and 5 of the years you was like, man, I don't even know about this. Like, you know what I mean? So like, it's deep. It runs deep. But what you gotta do is just find the light in what you can. Try to become something and get it out of yourself. Get it out of your system. If it's talking, if it's just
gotta talk.
And that's the hardest thing.
Gotta find somebody to talk. We all need somebody to talk to.
Mm-hmm. You need somebody that's gonna encourage you. And that's your circle. It comes down to your circle at the end of the day. You always keep somebody
even
around
if it's just
you.
one person though. You always got it could be
keep one person.
It could be that old John from like 5 years ago. Y'all not even cool no more, but she know all the shit about you. Yeah. And you just
how to keep you calm when you about to crash.
Not if you dating somebody though. If you dating somebody, you can't be that old.
You're dangerous. It's recruiting.
All right, what you think, John?
Yeah, so I'm gonna spin off kind of what Taj said. I think like when he talks about being vulnerable, like men are, you feel me, scared to be vulnerable or whatever. That just all stems with ego. You feel me? Like everybody ego just too high. You feel me? Like me personally, I let that ego go a while ago.
Better than me.
It could happen to anybody, bro.
It's hard, right?
I still struggle.
You feel it? Yeah, but it's like, bro, like once you see life as, bro, like, all right, okay, cool. So and so did me wrong. That's their life. They decided to live like that. You feel me? That's not going to change how I am towards other people. I'm not going to act on that to the next person. I'm not just going to take that out on somebody that don't deserve it. Why would I bleed on somebody? You feel me?
That's the hardest thing, though, bro.
Yeah, like, because people be rushing stuff. Like, bro, relax. Like, calm down. Be patient with yourself. Like,
give yourself grace.
Yeah,
right?
give yourself grace. Like I said, forgive yourself, and you feel me? Like, it's change.
You ain't gonna be perfect.
You feel me? It gotta start. Like, the hardest thing to do is just, you feel me? It's not that you just gotta start it. Once you start, just keep going. That's all.
I think, like, for me, like, I could, like, be a personal testament, like, to myself at least. Like, I think my emotional unavailability stems from one, like, family structure, like how you grow up. Like you saying, Taj said he wasn't allowed to cry at funerals. I wasn't allowed to cry because I got the shit beat out of me. Like,
what you crying for?
You just whooped my ass. I can't cry. Like I'm in physical pain right now. Stop crying. I'll give you something to cry about. You just did. You just beat my ass. I can't cry.
You the young boy go in your room, pack your bags every time.
So it's like. No, quick story. You ran too. I ran. I ain't make it far. I got 2 blocks away, and I was like, I ain't got no food or money. I was like, I ain't got no food or money. And I was like, I gotta make my. But before I went back home, I played outside. I was young, but I was like 10, 11.
I had the same shit twice.
Yeah.
You ran out the crib.
Them ass whooping too. You get tired of getting your ass whooped sometimes.
I'm crying.
You get tired of getting your ass whooped. I ain't taking this no more. You feel like a slave and shit. You like, I'm running away from Madison. I'm running away from Madison.
I heard boys just pack their 120 and be ready to get out of there. That's favorite story.
I had a day thinking my life was gonna be set after that. Hell no. I'll turn right back
I
around.
was like, bro,
I ain't never had
taking
nowhere
this
to go.
one.
You wanna know what I'll commend my mom on though? When it was like us as young, when we were young, and we'd be like, "Yo, I'm leaving," she would block the door. She wouldn't let us go. No matter what, it didn't matter how bad the argument was, how bad the fight was. If we tried to pack our bags and go, you ain't leaving. Where you think you're going? So like, just being somebody that's like, it could be the problem between us, but like, you ain't going nowhere. We gonna talk.
We gonna figure this
We gonna
out.
fix it right now. Go up to your room, fix this.
That's dope. That's dope.
So like,
I snuck away. That's why I'm relating mine to the slave plantation. Because I had to
They
snuck
come out the
I
window.
snuck away. I snuck down the stairs. I was up in my room. You get your ass whooped. Go to the room. I don't want to hear no crying. Snuck down them stairs, bro. Hit them locks like a fucking master.
Not loud
Like a
at all.
master
I
was out there.
Where'd you go?
I ran 2 blocks, played with the homies, a little bit of football. That was it.
You cried the
You get
whole time.
Nah, I ain't. I was outside playing. It was warm out. It
Okay.
was summer.
Uh,
Yeah, I got quit. Yeah.
you got another
It
beat.
was like 5 minutes. Nah, it was like, yo, don't do that. They was scared. I scared the shit out of my mom. That's how she's scared as fuck. She's like, yo. So I came back home. I had some playtime, but I was still fucked up. Like, I was on punishment, grounded, all that shit.
My parents ain't play that. Especially my mom. She from the Bronx, so like,
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
shout out
They
mom.
don't play.
Shout out mom. She don't play.
What about you, V?
When it came to like whooping and stuff.
No,
So let me get back to the emotional.
That's what I was talking about.
Alright, so
Oh,
like,
did you already answer? I think you already answered.
Read the question again. I got sidetracked my brain.
Why do
What?
men feel it's difficult to be emotionally unavailable, pretty much,
Oh yeah.
or available?
I feel like
Yeah.
if you look at your role models, like a lot of men's role models, or even like the way men are portrayed, whether it be cartoons, whether it be sports, like on the news, men are like testosterone. It's like they strong. You see Superman cry? No. It's like
He
well,
did cry in the last movie.
You
Nah,
don't
I'm messing.
we don't count that.
we don't count that. He's like, you don't see a lot of them cry. Like cartoon, you don't see a lot of them cry.
Right.
Like you don't see like
Or the black struggle films. I think Tyrese the only one that cried in Baby Boy. Like, and I'm not talking about just Baby Boy. That's the only movie.
Baby boy.
Yeah.
I had to think about
That's
it.
the only movie we seen a black man cry, baby.
yeah, but I feel like it's just a lot of
Yeah.
the way that men are portrayed. You don't see them crying or being
Ricky went
emotional.
down.
They're just,
Ricky went
that
down.
was
They didn't cry. They didn't cry.
Bro, he was.
No,
yo,
he
I mean,
had the
what's
glasses
his
on, he had the
name?
glasses
What's
on
his
it.
name? Cried.
Yeah.
I can't think of that
Cuba?
actor.
Cuba don't count. Cuba wasn't one of the boys.
yeah.
He wasn't.
That nigga was
He said, "What is that? He said, let me out. He said, let me out. He said,
Marquez busted. Get the fuck out the car. He ain't built for this.
what did he say
Get
to
out
him,
the
bro?
car, bro.
He was sorry. He was like, let me out. Yo, let me out.
And it would have been easy. He could have just sat in the back for real. They ain't no business. They didn't even have to do nothing. He could have sat in the back of the car. They
He
ain't no
couldn't
business.
do it. His dad was about to go get him. You know that. He was on him. He didn't even know he left. It ain't like that he
My
left.
mom went to school with me.
Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's
That's
a
legend.
legend, bro. Yeah, he a legend, bro.
But yeah, I feel like men aren't like portrayed as emotional. They're strong, and like growing up, you're like, I gotta be strong. I gotta be tough. Men don't cry. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. It's just how it is.
Is that how we conditioned though? That's what I was saying.
That's what
We
I was
conditioned
saying,
to
yeah.
be stern, be tough, not
Like,
show your
taught
emotions too much.
You taught that from childhood, though.
And also being like competitive. Like
they tell you girls cry, yo. Like,
Yeah.
Like, yo.
Well,
like,
yeah.
Everybody cry though. Like,
You're supposed to. That's how you release
Yeah.
all that out of your system.
mm-hmm.
Even when, but the scariest thing is when you crying alone.
Nah.
But you-
It
You
is.
ain't never seen nothing that remind you of something, and you start thinking about that hurt, and then you be like,
Don't make me cry. It's like,
bro, I did it the
well,
other day.
like I'm saying, like that reflection when you start sitting, when you in the wheel or you by yourself and you just get real emotional, like you know, like you at edge right
Going
now,
through it.
and you start tearing up alone, and you know, you always, like I said, you got to keep somebody there that's gonna always be there for you.
Mhm.
and you gotta be able to call them when you know you on edge and your mind ain't going the right way. Trust me, I've seen dark. Like all of us has probably seen dark at one point, but like, you know, just trying to find somebody that can like listen. Somebody that you know ain't gonna judge you, gonna keep it real with you, but ain't gonna judge you when you feel like you at that end point.
And I can speak from like, especially for athletes, like college athletes, like they probably go through it the worst. You feel me?
You
Like
hungry?
hungry. You
got
trying to live
people,
up to something.
Yep,
like,
people know you. Everybody in school know you.
Yeah.
So you gotta have a certain image.
So everybody's just trying to perform and be so performative with how they live. Like,
it's a dangerous game.
It's bad out here. Like
I got hands for real.
Yeah, like it got me down, like bad, like super down. So it's always okay to not be okay. Just go get the help you need. Like
That's
feel afraid.
That's what we'll leave you with. I
There's good people
really
out
think
here,
that's important. That's an important message. I'm sorry, I was staring off
No,
the space, y'all.
no.
But no, like I feel like that's an important message going off what John said. Like, man, if you need help, women, men, child, kid, adult, old person, 85 and up, it don't matter. If you need help or you need somebody to talk to, reach out.
It's okay
And
to
that's
cry
what's
too.
important. We gonna cry together.
Hey, and if you don't feel like you got anybody, they always got those helplines too.
Oh yeah,
like you can always
they're
Google
important.
them helplines because sometimes people feel like they need a stranger. They can't say it to their family or friends.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to reach out for help.
That's important, especially today. We're seeing so many people. It's sad. It's a sad world out here, but you know when stuff happens to you, it builds up, like we said, and that goes back to the emotional unavailability. And it builds up, and sometimes it just gets to you eventually. But you gotta cry. And you gotta let it out.
We all been
you
through
gotta
it.
talk.
We all been through it, and I think we all, walk in examples of like how you can, grow through these troublesome moments or persevere. Like when life hit, you hit back. And no matter, like you said, you reach out for help or, you put your boots on and you go to work and get that shit done. And I don't mean literally work, but like whatever that is, like your relationship or your job or, persevering through sports or different,
avenues. Got your avenues.
It's good people out here that care for you. Feel me? That will care for you. Like as a kid, I used to be like, yo, it's not people out here because that's feel me. All I grew up on was like people that would just throw dirt. Or
you grew up in the Bronx?
No, I grew up over here.
All right, you said Jersey, so I thought you might have had some time.
I left there like when I was like 3, so I don't remember too much.
Okay.
Yeah, most of my time was over here. But yeah, man, it's people out here that want to love you, so just let them.
Yeah. On that note, I think that's episode 6.
That's episode 6.
Yeah.
Good talk.
We're gonna call it. What's this one gonna be called, y'all?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Episode 6. Like, subscribe, comment. Let us know if you want these two guys back. We had, I feel like, more than enough conversation. Like we could have probably went on another 30 minutes, honestly.
Easily.
Like, so y'all let us know what y'all think. And that's it. Let the wine talk.
That's it.
Double tap.
Yeah.
All right.
We out of here. Finito. That was a good joint. That was solid, bro.
I thought it was a good joint.
Good talk.
Got some good information in that joint.
An hour 4.